Hi and welcome to the 5th round of competition in the 2019 Freestyle Motocross World Championships for FIM at Night of the Jumps here inside the Hallen Stadium in Zurich, Switzerland. Coming into the Swiss round of competition, we've already seen a huge dominance by Luke Ackermann. He has already won 4 competitions out of 4 for the season so far over the 5-time reigning world champion, Michael Malero, who has been relegated to 2nd at each occasion. For one night only here in Zurich, you can expect to see some of the best action in freestyle motocross, and we also have a world's first premiere at an FIM Freestyle Motocross World Championship. Looking back at the last round in Munich, it was again the battle between Luke Ackermann and Michael Malero. And for Luke, he came out with so much confidence and he dominated the 2 rounds of competition. Luke threw down some huge tricks, especially that heart attack backflip. He's really pushed the extension on that and probably the biggest we've ever seen him do it. He then also had the flare, a very technical trick, but he landed it absolutely perfectly. And then for the double up, it was the double backflip, including the knack-knack, throwing that leg over the seat halfway around 2 rotations. Michael Malero has been winning almost every competition for the last few years, but in 2019, things have not gone his way. Where Luke Ackermann has the double backflip and is really dominating, Michael Malero has the flare. He's not getting the same amount of points, but he does have a couple of different variations, like the flare knack-knack, swinging that foot over just like Luke has in the double flip, but then he also has the flare Superman, which is quite a big point scoring trick for the judges. It's just not enough to take the win over Luke at the moment. In Munich, there was a surprise guest arriving. It was Adam Jones from America. He is a legend in freestyle motocross, and it's been a long time since we've seen him at Night of the Jumps. Adam returned with such good form that he finished up on the podium in 3rd position on both nights of competition. And that's with huge tricks like the no-handed bar hop to McMets to no-hand lander, and keeping up with those bar tricks, that massive dead body backflip. The return of Adam Jones didn't fare so well for the Aussie Pat Bowden, who was relegated to 4th position on both nights of competition. We can't criticise Pat's tricks because he still has some of the best style and extension in the game of freestyle motocross, with that huge heart attack look back flip. Of course, the cliffhanger flip, one of the biggest we've ever seen in the world. But without a trick on the quarter pipe, without a double backflip, a front flip or a body varial, it is tough for Pat Bowden to push those guys at the top. In 5th position on both nights of competition, it was Javier Villegas from Chile. He is a former world champion, and it's so good to have him back at Night of the Jumps. He's one of those riders who just has so many different tricks up his sleeve, like that lazy boy backflip, laying all the way back on the seat perfectly. He also had the egg roll, a little bit of variation within the run and getting some more points on the course use. And then for the double up, he went for a trick that he's never actually done to dirt before. It was the double grab Indy backflip, and he landed it perfectly. Unfortunately though, on the very first run in the final on day 1, it was Libor Podmol. He had a really good run, but as he went for his double up, he went side saddle, reaching back for that grab to do the California roll. Unfortunately, over the 21-meter distance, he threw it all away. The front of the bike dropped very hard on him. He went for the spin. There was no way in the world he was ever going to get his leg over the bike and land. So he threw the bike, he landed with both feet on the ground and broke both legs. So with a couple of external fixators for a couple of weeks, he ended up with a couple of more surgeries. He's back home now in Czech Republic. So he's going to give up the motorbike and sit in a wheelchair for the next few weeks. So from all of us here at Night of the Jumps, we wish you all the best and a very speedy recovery. The man to step in for Libor's place, it was Hannes Ackermann from Germany. He's only a few hours down the road, so he made the trip to Munich and he filled in on day 2, and he surprised absolutely everybody with a big run, and he finished it with the front flip, the first time he's ever taken that to dirt at Night of the Jumps. This weekend here in Zurich, we hope to see Hannes Ackermann getting through to the final again with that front flip. where Hannes Ackermann is doing the front flip on a mechanised ramp. We also have another mechanism in action for the very first time at Night of the Jumps this weekend in Zurich. It is on the quarter pipe, and that will throw the rider in to a potential front flare, a trick never before seen at Night of the Jumps. Let's see if Jay Rouanet can get the job done. While the other riders are burning fossil fuels with their petrol-powered 2- and 4-stroke motorbikes, Matt Rabot will be setting a world premiere here in Zurich. He is a former world champion and he is the Swiss hometown hero, and he'll be coming out with the very first electric motorbike in an official freestyle motocross competition. On top of all the action that we're going to see here in Zurich, we've still got a battle of the big boys. It's Michael Malero and Luke Ackermann. Michael, I am absolutely sure, is fed up sitting in second position from every round so far in 2019. We already saw this week he's been taking the double backflip to dirt. He might have just had a small crash, but will he come out and throw it down this weekend in Zurich? We'll find out.